Hello, everyone. This is Bob Pompeani. Thanks for joining us on this Steel City High School football wrap-up show. It's presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Week 7 of the WPIAL football season has come and gone, and some teams remain perfect, like Fort Cherry, who had a big conference win over Cornell in Friday night's Edgar Snyder Game of the Week. Fort Cherry sophomore sensation quarterback Matt Sieg was just offered by Penn State. He showed you why on Friday night. First quarter, Sieg rolls out, throws downfield, and watch a one-hand catch by Shane Cornali. But this drive stalls. They get nothing. But it was Cornell who would get on the board first. Sophomore of their own. It's Khalil Johnson here. This is the first time he touches the ball, and he's gone 67 yards. Cornell jumps out to a 7-0 lead. But it was all Fort Cherry from then on. Second quarter tied at 7. It's Sieg, calls his own number. Look at the move, 27 yards, 14-7 at that point. On the defensive side, Fort Cherry got the big man, Lewis Ryan, up front. He bats down a pass, he intercepts it, and runs it inside the 5-yard line. That led to a touchdown. Fort Cherry up 28-7. Second half, all Fort Cherry. Again, it's Sieg. Airs it out, Jordan Washington. Fort Cherry blows out Cornell 42-13. Sieg finished with nearly 300 yards of offense. Now let's head to North Hills, where it was homecoming at Mark Torelli Stadium. The Indians looked great early on. Seneca Valley calls a fake punt here, but North Hills, Julian Green. And he had a beat on his play, picks it off, and he returns it inside the 10-yard line. So that did not work as scripted. And they're in business. A couple of plays later, quarterback Connor Davis loses the ball at the goal line, but the Indians do recover. They rule it a touchdown, a 6-0 lead at that point. The Raiders came right back after an interception. Kai West plows his way in from a 5-yard line. Seneca takes the lead. They never look back, and they add more, including a Sky score here from Sky 2. Look at it from above, and Seneca Valley wins 46-25. All right, now we head to Wexford for senior night at North Allegheny. There's former Steeler Tyson Alualu walking with his son Tyree Alualu. This one gets out of hand early on. Opening kickoff, Kyron Boyd fields it at the 10, breaks the tackle, and he's gone 90 yards to the house. Tigers up 7-0 with seconds off the clock, and Boyd is far from finished. Later in the game, Logan Kushner sees number 4 downfield again. He takes it to the goal line. He fumbles there, but recovers for a 27-yard score. And North 8 crushes Norwin 53-25, that final score. Now looking around at scores from the WPIAL, big conference wins from Moon and Franklin Regional. Franklin Regional now on a 4-game win streak, and Thomas Jefferson with a 71-point shutout over Ringgold in 4A. Coming up next, we're going to have the highlights from the Friday's Steel City High School football showcase game. You saw it on CBS News Pittsburgh. That's next. All right, welcome back to the WPIAL High School Football Wrap-Up Show presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. Central Catholic took out their frustrations from last week's loss Friday night in West Mifflin. On the Steel City High School Football Showcase game, you saw it here on KDKA, CBS News Pittsburgh. Central Catholic here, quarterback Peyton Weiner finds Michigan commit Cole Sullivan, 17 yards, 2-pointer. It's 8-0 Vikings. After a Penn Hills punt, this is Weiner connecting with Golson Gotten. 16-yard strike, and that leads to a 16-0 first quarter advantage. Penn Hills was able to put some points on the board in the second quarter after this pass from Julian Duggar to Cameron Thomas. Penn Hills trailed 24-6 at halftime. Beautiful pass there by Duggar. Penn Hills was never really in this one. Third quarter, Elijah Faulkner, he's going to hit the hole, and he is gone. 54 yards. Central wins easily, 45-12, your final score in this one. Turned out to be a big night for both offenses. Central Catholic rolled up 440 yards of offense. Quarterback Peyton Weiner accounting for 289 of that and 3 touchdowns. It's still a decent night for Penn Hills quarterback and Pitt recruit Julian Duggar. He had 2 touchdowns, 162 total. Duggar in total had 254 yards of the 339 yards of offense for Penn Hills. And Central Catholic's Elijah Faulkner finished the night 27 carries, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. He talked about the team's success after the game.
Our line just blocked very well today. The DBs couldn't recover our receivers, so we could really do what we wanted tonight. We just had a great week of practice coming off a loss last week. We just wanted to play hard. We say all the time, like, we come here for adversity. It was a rough game last week, but that's behind us. The coach has been saying the only way to get that taste out of our mouth is another win, and that's what we did tonight.
All right, coming up next week, both teams head back to conference play. Central Catholic will host Seneca Valley in the 6A Tri-County 5. And Penn Hills will travel to Shaler for a 5A Northeast Conference matchup as well. And this Friday night, the Steel City High School football showcase game between Moon and Upper St. Clair will be a big one as both teams play for a playoff spot with just 2 games left in this regular season. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on KDKA Plus and streaming right here on CBS News Pittsburgh. And next week, we're going to have your WPIAL Roundup on the Steel City High School football wrap-up show. It's always presented by Edgar Snyder and Associates. For CBS News Pittsburgh, I'm Bob Pompeani. We'll see you next week.